Hey, if you haven't seen Police State, we got Thanksgiving coming up, a long weekend coming up. Perfect time to watch the movie. And it's very easy to watch. It's streaming now on multiple platforms, and I'm going to tell you the platforms. It's streaming on Epic TV. It's streaming on Locals. And by the way, the website on Locals is just policestate.locals.com. You'll have the option of joining my Locals channel in an annual subscription. You get the movie for free included, or you can just buy the movie and it'll be permanent streaming. And by permanent streaming, what I mean is you can go anytime and watch it as often as you want. You can't download the movie, but you can stream it. Now, the movie is also streaming on Salem Now, and it's also streaming on Rumble. How do you connect to those places? Well, the easiest way is to go right to the website, policestatefilm.net, click on the streaming option. You choose the streaming option, and you can also stream to any device. I was talking to Rudy Giuliani, I guess yesterday or the day before on his WABC show, and he's like, I like to watch on my computer. He goes, because I like to stop and start. I like to go back and watch this section. So certainly it's useful to do it that way. But the other thing is, if you round up the family, you've got the Thanksgiving gang in tow, well, stream it to your big screen TV. How do you do that? On the website, there's a little question that you can click on. How do I stream to my smart TV? And the instructions there are very clear, both for Salem Now and for Rumble. I try in the film to go beyond kind of current debates, beyond just a simple question of illustrate different ways in which the government has been weaponized, and ask questions that go deeper. And one of those questions is, how does a police state get ordinary people, decent people, to do indecent things? Now, there's an interesting philosophical context for this, and the reason I kind of thumbnail this particular episode, The Banality of Evil, is I get the phrase from the philosopher Hannah Arendt. Hannah Arendt was covering, as a journalist, the trial of Adolf Eichmann, a prominent and notorious Nazi in Jerusalem. He was being tried by the Israelis after the war. Now, interestingly, even though I called him a Nazi, Hannah Arendt realized that this guy was not like into Nazism. He wasn't like a major Hitler guy. He was kind of a construction guy, a city planner, a builder, and he took a lot of pride in his work. So when the Nazis came to power, it wasn't that Eichmann was like, we want to advance the master race. He was like, no, we're building a new society here, and I want to be part of it. I want to see magnificent architectural structures. I want to see all the trains run on time. I want everything to run very efficiently. So the point is that Eichmann's motives were banal. I want to be recognized for my architectural genius. I want to be seen as a guy who got things done. And I also want to be a team player. I don't want to be seen as a troublemaker, someone who's like causing problems for the society. And these were the motives that caused him to do that. And I think this is very important because when we look at institutions like the DHS, the FBI, they can't be completely made up of villains. They're made up of some villains, and there are probably more than a few. And not just, by the way, the guy at the top, villains strategically placed at key areas in the organization, but they're also guys who kind of just want to get through the day. They just want to get ahead. And so if you ask the question, how do you get the FBI, for example, to go into, Joe Bolanos' apartment or some, 70-year-old grandmother's apartment and like start wrestling her to the ground and twist her arms when she's screaming and put handcuffs on her, and then she resists, like drag her down the floor with her head hitting the stairs, pull her out into the driveway, let her neighbors gawk at her, tip off CNN so they come and humiliate her. And how do you do that? How do you get a decent guy to do that? And the answer is actually pretty simple. The police state does not identify its ultimate objective. It doesn't tell the ordinary FBI, listen, you know what? We're after MAGA. We're here to create a one-party state. We want to silence dissent. We want to teach patriots and conservatives and Republicans a lesson. No, they go, listen, we are just going to point out and tell you who's a bad guy, but you don't need to worry about what this person did. We'll let the courts sort that out. We're just making an arrest. Now, we like to do it in the morning. This is kind of how we do it. And whether or not you really approve of the procedure, think of yourself as kind of a soldier. You're getting instructions. Go up the top of that hill and take the hill. Don't ask, why are we taking the hill? What's the strategic importance of the hill? You're under orders. Just do it. And similarly here, just this is our format. This is kind of what you do. And if you do it, you're going to be seen as a good guy. You're going to be seen as a team player. You won't be identified as a troublemaker. No black mark against your name. $30,000 to $50,000 bonus at the end of the year. You can look forward to advancing within the organization. You'll ultimately retire with a pension. And so all the prestige of having the badge, I'm a member of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, here's my badge, all of that combination of government benefits and prestige, the reasons you kind of joined the FBI, are going to come into play. So this is the banality of evil. This is the way you get decent people to do indecent things. You operationalize what they're doing. You hide the ultimate objective from sight. You merely make it sound like this is the thing we do, and you need to be kind of on board with the team. This is why we hired you. This is how you can advance in life. And this is how you can go back at the end of the day saying to your wife and to yourself, I did a good job. During times of economic uncertainty and political upheaval, it's crucial to have a reliable source of financial guidance and insight. Now, this is where Dr. Kirk Elliott, PhD, comes in. He and his esteemed wealth management advisory firm can really be helpful to you. Dr. Kirk Elliott has distinguished himself with 2 PhDs in economics and theology. He's built a reputation in expert financial solutions tailored to your unique needs. His firm specializes in wealth management, offering a comprehensive array of services to protect and grow your assets in an ever-changing world. In an environment with economic volatility, shifting political landscapes, you need a trusted partner during these challenges. Dr. Elliott's firm employs cutting-edge strategies and understanding of markets to guide you to financial success. Go to KirkElliottPhD.com. That's KirkElliottPhD.com, 2 L's, 2 T's, KirkElliottPhD.com/Dinesh. Book an appointment. They'll walk you through their investment process. That's KirkElliottPhD.com/Dinesh, or you can call or text 720-605-3900. Again, it's 720-605-3900.